Hello, there's been a background action. This song's come from Ryan on Patreon. He's requested The Cure. Now, we're going with two The Cures this month. However, they are broken up into their best of or their hits from two different decades. The one we're going in today is Staring at the Sea. Now, this is a full compilation album of singles between 1976 to 1986. So we are going back in time, 50 years. So I'm very keen to see what they're all about. I know Boys Don't Cry and Friday I'm in Love, off the top of my head in terms of Cure songs. Boys Don't Cry, absolute love, 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 love. I've listened to that song many a times in my life. Friday I'm in Love, I just know because obviously it's just been popular. However, I don't know if I know anything else by them. I'll know as I get to them or discover them and things like that. Nothing else by name I know. Now, The Cure mean a lot to Ryan, so I'm very keen to experience the stuff that he's experienced. And I really want to dedicate this song to Melinda, Ryan's best friend, who she was just absolutely obsessed with The Cure. So yeah, I'm very keen. Just feels nice and sentimental for Ryan and me. Well, living through that experience of feeling the sentimentalness. So yeah, I'm very keen. Now, what's funny is in Australia, it's not on Apple Music, it's only on Spotify, which I don't have Spotify, so Ryan has got me the album. And it's also referred to as Standing on a Beach or Staring at the Sea. I mean, they're the same thing, right? But interesting, I guess, the different regions getting different names or what's available and what isn't. Let's get it cracking. Full and cut to this and my other reactions are on Patreon. If you want to see them, you can support me down below. But other than that, enough chit chat. Let's get straight into it. Alright, the first song is Killing an Arab. Now, this is the first single by The Cure. It was recorded at the same time as their first album, but was not included on the album. However, it was included on the band's album, Boys Don't Cry. Let's go. A little Egyptian-y, I suppose. Almost out of time, but I suppose deliberate.
Standing on the beach with a gun in my hand, staring at the sea, staring at the sand.
Oh, there's both the titles.
I'm dead.
I'm alive, I'm dead.
Staring at the sky, staring at the sun. Whichever I choose, it amounts to the same. I'm alive. I'm dead.
It's actually funny, you can hear bits of Paramore in this. Obviously, that would have been influenced. Yeah, it's definitely almost surfy kind of sound.
I feel a super jump, smooth in my hand. Staring at the sea, staring at the sand.
It definitely it's still pretty relevant sound-wise. I love that little run. Super short, super easy, and like I said, definitely can hear the influences in today's music, and I still think that could be released now. I suppose you'd have to change the name because obviously it's going to be problematic. I know that's not what it's about specifically, but that's what people are going to interpret, etc, etc. So yeah, very interesting little introduction to them, I guess, showing their diversity because it's so different to Boys Don't Cry, or the song I know. Definitely a little indie band, I reckon. They're a bit more so I'm keen for more. Next song's 10:15 Saturday Night, very specific. Let's go. I like this, the guitar noises they got, so nice. And I guess we're gonna go Ray because it's just all singles. Are they broken up and they're wanting it back? Kinda yeah, but it's sad. Yeah, the production is actually so strong. Super simple in the delivery, the lyric delivery, but kinda lets you build your own little world or thoughts. I love that Oh. Wow, that sounds so familiar, so I don't know if that's been sampled. And it just drips, 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 drips. That's a very cool song. Interesting. Definitely not what I thought. I guess it's quite simple, both songs, in terms of the lyrics. There's really not a lot to go on. And I guess the songs are a lot shorter than I thought they'd be, being at least, what are these, 50 years old now? Love that. Like I said, it's kind of sad because I just was thinking a relationship breakup or things like that. And you're just kind of waiting there. And then you can hear just this specific noise. Obviously in this one, it's a tap. It's just drip, 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 drip. Kind of you're just, sitting there, just sitting there. Then that outro instrumental, so nice. Like I said, I definitely feel like that is a sample in other songs now that just sounded so familiar. So let me know if it has been. I'm sure it has anyway. Very cool. What's your interpretation of the song? I guess, what does it make you think? Or if there's any specific meanings about any of these songs, obviously let me know down below. But yeah, very, very cool. Next song we know, we love. This song is absolutely a banger. It's called Boys Don't Cry. I'm ready to rock out. Again, I don't know the lyrics per se. I obviously know the song, but I don't really know the lyrics in depth. So I'm keen to read them and yeah, see what they got for us. Let's go. Oh, it's just so clean. I cannot believe this was released in 1979. This sounds so much more full than the other two.
So if I thought that it would change your mind, I tried to laugh about it, cover it all up with my voice. Don't cry. Wait for forgiveness, please you.
Yeah, definitely a breakup song.
Cover it all up with lies. I tried
This
to
is such a good song.
don't cry.
Does that little like riff thing sound like from the last song?
I'll tell you that I loved you, but I
If I thought that you would stay.
already gone away. Pushed you too far.
Such a smooth bridge.
Not that you ever
Thought that you needed me more. Oh, these songs are so short. It's actually wild how short they are. It's like 2 minutes 38, which is hilarious because songs now are kind of going back to this length and everyone's saying they are too short. And isn't it wild that in the 80s they had songs that were this short? But that song, I swear, never was that short, or like when I've heard it, it never felt that short. So that's very interesting. Absolute banger. Production, slayage, lyrics, so cute, so nice. Vocals. His voice is such a nice voice. I don't listen to a lot of dude artists, but this one is just, it's so easy to listen to. So relatable. You could release it now, it would still be just as big. I think it's such a timeless classic, obviously, hence why it stood the moment of time. Love it. Absolute banger. Next song, jump in someone else's train. Let's go. They love the guitars. Such good hooks throughout.
Say what you mean, you might spoil your face. If you walk in a crowd, you only one else's train.
Okay.
And you smile, you have to adapt till you'll be out of style. It's all the same, you jump in someone
Have to adapt till you'll be out of style.
You jump in someone else's train.
What does that mean? Yeah, I love all the instrumental.
All that do is get in such a bore. Now you're back in line. Everyone's happy, they're finally all the same. 'Cause everybody else is train.
It's like jumping on someone's trend or just copying them.
Someone else's train.
Sounds like a train. Or it could be like clapping. Yeah, again, so short. I wish they were longer, just so you could really immerse yourself, but they're so tantalizing. Love. Just, I know the production, I keep saying it, it's just so, I don't even know what genre you would call this. I mean, for me, it's quite indie rock, I suppose. It is a bit like quirky. There's a lot of bands that I've listened to over the years that kind of have this sound, which obviously I know is the Cure sound, or, you know, within that realm first. So when I say it sounds like them, I'm just saying the influences are there. Yeah, it's very cool. The lyrics are kind of very interpretive as well, and I suppose I love that because, again, anyone can relate to it. And then once you go in, I guess you can understand the band's meanings behind the songs. Very cool though. The production is so good. I love his voice. I know I've said that already. I'm just probably going to repeat myself throughout the video. A lot of these were just like standalone things as well that were put on like bonus tracks or whatever. So it's very interesting little conceptualized album because it's all fitting, which is interesting for a compilation album in terms of, you know, just being singles, I suppose. Next song's A Forest. Let's go. They're like darker little undertones there. How, like, their hooks, right? That little so addictive on these songs.
See into the trees. Find the love. What you can.
Oh, you can.
Spot
like Boys Don't Cry sounded so produced, whereas this sounds a bit more raw. Hey, like someone luring him in. Cool little sounds, like so palatable, like so easy to listen to. It's almost like a bit of a horror movie. So he's lost to the forest. Love the production. Could definitely be in a movie, this song. That's it. That's actually one of the best production-wise. It's so eerie. I love that so much. Oh, that's so nice. Sick, sick, sick. Even like just a credit song of a TV show. Like I just say True Blood because it's that kind of like vibe, but just having that instrumental play once some dramatic thing has happened. Or like the song's starting in the scene and then you just left with a black screen and then you just got the credits rolling with that song and that instrumental. Very cool, very eerie, haunting, like I said. A little mini horror story within a song. Very cool. I mean, I don't really know what it's about per se, just it made me think of obviously someone who's been tricked into doing something that maybe they didn't want to do. And the forest is the metaphor, but obviously I just believe it as in the forest is the real thing. It's like some real little horror story. Production, slay. I absolutely love that. That was so nice, fresh. Like it's so not dated in the slightest. The only way it is in terms of like the sounding, like I said, when I compare it to Boys Don't Cry, these songs almost sound a bit more muffled or a bit more undermastered, I suppose is the best word, because obviously they're very well produced. It's just the sound just isn't as clear as Boys Don't Cry, which is weird considering I suppose some of these songs came after that. Love it though, honestly. I'm so keen just to keep hearing it. I'm so keen for the next compilation. It's absolutely a band that I know is very well known and very well hyped. I've just never gotten into them. However, I definitely will want to listen to this stuff again. Like I just know it's just, yeah, it's so my vibe in so many ways. I love it. Next song's played for today. Let's go. I suppose it's like the bass that's giving us all these little sexy numbers. Like someone doesn't know like the social norms. A bit more like stunted in the delivery. It's just a little number. What is that like? Not my favourite so far, but still easy listening. Production probably my least favourite so far. Like I said, a bit more stunted, I guess, not as flowing. Easy listening though, like I said, not a bad song. I love the lyrics, they're quite funny. It's like not a case of doing what's right sometimes. It's almost like convenient or like they said, they could be lying, but he's like, well no, I'm not lying. Some things are just easier to say in a certain situation. So very cool content in terms of lyrics. I love the play for today. I guess I don't really know what play for today means, so let me know what the song's about, but yeah, still an easy listen. Next song's Primary, let's go. This one's released like 81, so we're getting into the 80s now. What line is that? Older we grow, the more we know, the less we show. Interesting? Very true, I suppose. I thought it was a story of Rushdie. Back growing up, maybe. They're no longer my favorite. I do like that the further we go and the older we grow, the more we know, the less we show. production as always. Again, not my favourite, but still easy listening. Very intriguing lyrics. I love some of them in there. And I guess, yeah, it's obviously about children, the innocence and growing up. Obviously being primary, I'm going to guess like primary school. Definitely let me know what it's about, but an easy song. What I also was thinking is like, Boys Don't Cry came so early in their career, like such a full-on effect. And like these, obviously in comparison, I know you shouldn't compare them, but they're a bit softer in the delivery. And I know that's just because Boys Don't Cry is so good. And I suppose it's just these last two songs that have made me think, like not bad, whereas the others have all been so intriguing and just so different as well. I'm a bit shocked that they were singles, or I guess because I'm like flying through their career, you're not getting their full discography of it. And I know singles don't always represent an album, and sometimes singles aren't what singles should be in general. However, just interesting, I suppose. Next song's The Other Voices. Let's go. Oh, love that little, all that creepy little eerie sound again. And isn't it funny how the songs are getting like longer as we like progress? Yeah, this could be in the Conjuring soundtrack. Commit yourself. They do the creepiness so well, like just the noises of other voices. All of that. Yeah, change your mind, you're always wrong. That leaves you a bit like flat, in a good way, like in terms of how it's made you feel. Love the eeriness that they have. I know that was from the album Faith, which is the same album as Primary, which is interesting. It's actually wild how many non-single albums that they release in terms of, I guess, yeah, not being an album single. Very, very interesting album rollout. The next song, Charlotte Sometimes, again, another non-album single. Let's go. I love the sound in here. Into the Night with Charlotte. Charlotte did not cry. Yeah, it's a nice song. Again, they're all nice. It's just, I guess, not as captivating as some of the others. She was crying. He died so many years before. Yeah, okay. Now I know the title and lyrics are based on a book called Charlotte Sometimes by Penelope, so very cool, I guess, for her to have a band, you know, a huge band, to take her book and take the inspiration and, you know, make a song about it. I definitely think she would have loved that if they were still alive at the time of the song. Nice, easy, a bit more like kind of, I'd say chill, but it's almost like you just kind of like vibe in the song. Not a bad song. Again, it's almost like, and I don't want to like offend anyone, but it's like they peaked with Boys Don't Cry, and I know that's just the most mainstream, but I suppose a lot of bands now have a huge album or a huge hit that you go to, and it's almost like they've just got a bit more experimental with their vibe after that. Again, I've never done like a greatest hits or like a compilation album, so you're not getting the entire vibe of an album, you're getting just snippets, and as we're just kind of going through the years, so I guess you're getting the songs that they've chosen, and again, singles don't always represent an album, but it definitely feels they have that quite that mainstream songs, whereas these ones don't feel as mainstream, so they're not as like hitting at times, but they're still a nice vibe to chill with, if that makes any sense. The next song's The Hanging Garden. Let's go. This one that much? Yeah, probably my least favourites. I don't know, it just doesn't sound as like nice to listen to. 80s just made songs way too long, I think. And I know I was saying the other songs should be longer, but they were actually really good. This one I didn't vibe with, and it's 4.5 minutes, so it's wild what the 80s did for music, and I get that that was a product of its time and things like that. However, for me, that song, I don't know, just even the sound, there wasn't much interestingness to it for me. I get there was, you know, they still had their little stuff going on. It just wasn't as captivating. It was just a bit like, alright, kind of a bit of a whinger song for me. I don't really know what's about as well, so I'm not really connecting it lyrically, and then the sound just didn't win me over either. Ryan's also put in like, even this one hit 34, so I thought they were just so much bigger than they were in terms of like hitting number 1 and things like that. So I guess let me know the cultural impact, because I don't really know anything about them. And seeing that this song hit number 34, I'm like, well, I guess that's not very good. I mean, obviously it's still, you know, you're in the top 40s. Yeah, interesting song. Again, interesting single. I don't know if that represents the album that it's on entirely, or if it's just, yeah, what they wanted to put out. I suppose if that whole album was like that, I definitely would probably not enjoy it as much, because it just feels quite longing and dragging and just like, oh my god. Next song is Let's Go to Bed. Let's go.
Let me take your hands, I'm shaking like milk.
I'm shaking like milk. Back.
Wait until 3. This is life. Remember from December.
That's the second time they've mentioned Christmas. So they just felt like hooking up. Definitely a lot more palatable. I like this. Definitely cooler, I guess, a bit more fun, like I said, easier to listen to, more palatable, like do 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 do. What I'm finding is maybe the 70s were more fun at times. I feel like 80s are a bit more dark and a bit more drawn out for me anyway. I think like, is that the Pet Shop Boys or like Beach Boys or things like that? That's kind of what I think the first few singles gave me, that little like just carefree vibe, and I suppose that indie vibe now that you hear, whereas this stuff is a bit more, bit grittier, a bit grungier, and it just, I don't know, not as enjoyable per se for me. And maybe that's just because I don't know, the sounds, the vibes, the lengths and things like that, whereas I think the earlier stuff was more fun and more palatable for me, or like, I guess I resonated more with that type of sound. Next one's called The Walk. Let's go. Oh.
Called you after midnight, ran until I was double in a dream today.
Okay, it's like a dream.
Both lay dead, cry out loud, why we always cry, I remember everything.
Yeah, weird lyrics. I love that. Production's very funky. Yeah, definitely a funky one. I like it. Take Me for the Walk. What a little bloody weird song. Yeah. Still going. Funkier, nicer, weirder lyrics. I have no idea what the hell it's about other than just some weird little dream sequence. And when I think about it, like a lot of the songs, I'm like, what do they actually mean? And do they have the connectability, or am I just not getting it? So obviously let me know what the songs are about, if you know, or what your interpretation of them is down below. Next song is The Lovecats. Let's go. Like, they got those like funky instruments back now. Oh. Like, yeah, this is, it's like the earlier stuff.
The way we walk, the way we talk, the way we stop, the way we push, getting bigger and sicker and wider.
Like the legit cats.
No, into the sea, you and me, all these years and no one heard. Love cats.
Oh, I know that.
You wanna be pretty? Oh, you know that I do anything for you.
This is cool.
Could have been fire and sleep.
We should have each other to tea.
That dream into the sea, you and me, all the years and no one has. You kiss the love.
what a nice return to form. Definitely way more fun, funky, had the cool noises. I love the cat noises being done with instruments, just so clever. Funky, weird, literal cats just having some fun. Yeah, that was so cool. And so needed. I suppose I was like, oh god, I really hope the rest of the singles don't, you know, go down this whingy little route where they just don't vibe, whereas that one's just fun, gets you in and you just rock out. That was sick. I love that. Also, their first top 10 hit in the UK, which makes sense, but it's wild that they haven't had that many single hits. That's just so wild to me with their cultural impact. Next one's the caterpillar. So are we going to be little caterpillars now after we've been little hissing cats? Let's go. Look. See, these are way more interesting, like cool, because you're like, what's going to happen? The sounds. Caterpillar girl. The day I stop is the day you change and fly away from me. I love this sound. I dust my lemon lies. Yeah, that is so nice. Cute. Like, you can definitely picture yourself in a little garden with a little caterpillar. Get it. What, like, it's such a pretty little tune. Very cute, very in the theme of that little weirdness, creepiness, and well, like not super creepy, but still like little undertones. It could be a little mad, little Alice in Wonderland vibe garden. Prefer this side of them. It's interesting, intriguing, quirky. You have the cool beats, the cool tunes, and just, I don't know, the lyrics are quite open to interpretation as well. Obviously, you know, about a girl, etc., etc. Yeah, very cute. I love that one. Next song's In Between Days. Let's go. Oh, that's very similar to Friday in Love vibe. Like, when they get it right, it's so right. Oh, I think I know that. Makes me want to cry. Sounds familiar. Maybe me and her. Bit of a love triangle there. So nice. Me and her in between. That's so weird. Yeah, cool one. Interesting as well, that was the first song in the US to hit in the number 99, so it first hit the Billboard 100. Top 20 in Australia, New Zealand, also charted in the European countries. Interesting. I mean, yeah, definitely is very nice. I can't believe it's from the 6th album. That in itself, the longevity, I suppose I guess we're hitting 10 years and they've done 6 albums, so I guess that makes sense. That's almost like an album a year or album every 1.5 years. So they're churning out music. And while we had that bit of a lull, I guess overall, like consistently for the last 10 years or last 9 years, they've all been pretty decent songs, to be fair. That song, I think, could be longer, so it's so funny how some of them are long, you're like, oh, whereas like these epic little, I guess that's why maybe they're more popular or they're more hitting, is because they are short. They're almost like quite poppy songs, I suppose, or they're more palatable, more mainstream for them, which is maybe why they're getting the success. And they're such easier listens because they're more commercially driven. Love that though, very, very nice. The next song is Close to Me. Let's go. I mean, this is the same album from that song, like that song. I know this, surely that sounds so familiar. This album's probably their biggest one, right? I know this. I had no idea this was them though. Yeah. I mean, I had no idea these were any of the lyrics. It's so weird how not clear the vocals are. And this is like years after Boys Don't Cry. If you're not looking at the lyrics, you wouldn't really know what the hell he's talking about. Alright. Then My Head on the Door, which is the song album's name. Interested. Very cool production. I feel a lot of these songs you need to really analyze and focus on the lyrics to keep comparing Boys Don't Cry, but it's just so wild to me that it came out, what, like 6 years before these songs. It's not the production, I definitely think it's like the mastering vibe. You know when a song just sounds so clear, crisp, you can hear it all. And I don't know if that's the artistic intent of some of these songs. Like, it's just, again, if I didn't read the lyrics or look at that, I probably wouldn't really know what the hell the song's about. Not that I know after reading the lyrics. It's just insane, the clarity of the songs. Like, Boys Don't Cry just sounds like it's been mastered and produced like 2 day, whereas these ones definitely have that dated feel just because of like that muffledness. I don't know if that's just me thinking that, but it definitely, like, Boys Don't Cry is just so clear and crisp. I mean, it's a flawless song, and I know I keep comparing it. I mean, the band probably like over just being, you know, a Boys Don't Cry band. However, it's just wild how strong that is. And I know it's like, was a non-single or like, you know, one of their first stuff. Even more wild that this song close to me, like I've definitely heard that, you know, within a song somewhere. I don't really know the lyrics per se. That In Between Days were like big songs for them. We're at the last song, which is A Night Like This, which is also on the Head on the Door. So yeah, I'm gonna presume it's probably a big one as well. But very, very interesting. I really like that song like that. It's very cool. Lots of nice little production moments, instrumental stuff, having some fun. Just do, do, do. Again, I think a lot of the songs you need to read, analyze, look up what they mean, so please let me know because a lot of it's gone over my head, I'm sure. Let's wrap this epic 17 compilation album up. I know like this. Let's go. Broken a trust. Yeah, this is good. That's cute. I love this. So followable as well. Like, it's such a nice story. One of the best. I love like that. Such a good closing song. Love that. One of the best, for sure. So nice, such a cool story. You get so invested in it. It's got some really nice lyrics, and it makes you not want to break anyone's trust because you don't want to ruin those perfect moments and then regret them and want it back. But it's never going to be like that again. One of the easiest songs to listen to, and I don't know if that's just because it was clearer, easier, more palatable, you know, production-wise and instrumental-wise. Some very cool stuff happening in there. Such a cool, I guess, yeah, album. Head on the Door, I think I'd like, considering those 3 songs all came from it. Definitely though, 1 to 6 on the album, bangers. I think Primary, Other Voices, Charlotte's sometimes were okay. Like I was like, oh, okay. Hanging Garden I really liked. Let's Go to Bed. I'm now gonna like get so confused with what. Lovecats absolutely stand out. Caterpillar stand out. Maybe the Caterpillar's one about the garden, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe, yes, In Between Days. Yes, I mean, majority of them absolute bangers. So nice, so quirky. I love the diversity of them. Like that one definitely gave me a bit more remnants of the beginning. What's wild is a lot of the best ones were non-album singles, which is just so wild to me, like the rollout. What's also wild is how many freaking albums they had in this span of time and how, I guess, consistently good they were. Like I said, the ones that didn't hit me as hard, they're still easy songs. It's just not my vibe entirely. But wild to hear the influence on a lot of, you know, more recent music. Wild that some of these songs could be released today and still fit in that genre because clearly they, you know, pioneered a specific sound. Wild that he wrote all of them. I know that's co-written, but, you know, what is his name? John Smith. Yeah, Robert Smith is on there. So yeah, very, very, very nice. Very good album. Ryan, as always, give me the epic recommendations. I hope you had a nice like walk down memory lane. I hope Melinda's up there listening to us, rocking out, vibing it. She's probably like, how dare you even say anything bad about any of these songs that I didn't vibe with 100%. But overall, a very, very strong band. It makes sense. I'm shook at how many of these singles didn't hit, you know, in the top. I just thought they would have just been like everywhere, and obviously they were. I'm very keen to hear, I guess, like the culturalness of what was happening while they were releasing these albums, because like I said, it's such a short amount of time to have so many albums. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. What's your favorite song from this compilation? Are there any albums that really stand out in this period of time? I guess, do you agree with the compilation? Do they make sense, I guess, encapsulating those eras that they released? I know there were the singles, but were there other songs that maybe should have been stronger contenders for a compilation album? As always, give me the song information, all that jazz-a-rooney. Are you keen for some more Cure? I'm very happy that I got to, react to more of them than just the hits. And I know I banged on about Boys Don't Cry so much, but I love that song. I know that's probably very basic of me, etc, etc. However, I still think it's one of the strongest from this lineup. However, there were some very cool, quirky ones. So I definitely think they're a band that you need to go in with a discovery, and like I said, really understand the songs, which a lot of them went over my head. I was just vibing, so that's where you guys come in. Cat, as always, on Patreon. Links are down below. You know what to do by now.